Ever taken a perfect photo but one person didn't quite crack a smile on time? Thanks to Google, that might soon be a thing of the past, but more on that later. Welcome back to This Week in AI. In this week's episode, we've got updates from Dropbox, Microsoft, OpenAI, Google, and much, much more. As always, timestamps are in the description if you want to skip around, and if you stick with us until the end of the video, you'll find out how you can get your hands on our free mini AI ChatGPT prompting course before anyone else does. Let's kick things off with a look at all the exciting updates from the Google Pixel 8 launch earlier this week. This week, Google officially announced the features of their new flagship smartphone. Amongst the features crammed into the new device, AI is front and center. After being caught off guard when OpenAI stole a lead with ChatGPT last year, Google is out to position itself as a leader in the world of AI. The new features on the Pixel 8 and the larger Pro version are big steps toward that goal. There are new AI photo tools, one of which we'll dive deeper into later on. Audio clarity will also be helped by an AI conversation detector, and it'll even be able to track your heart rate more clearly thanks to AI. From the sheer amount of times the word AI was used during the presentation, it's obvious. This is the biggest indicator that Google is trying to become the leader in AI smart devices. There are up to 8 years of OS updates planned, according to the Google top brass, which will continue to bring new features. We'll have to see if Apple can catch up, or Google devices might just be the smartphone of choice for the AI generation. Now, let's see how Adobe is revolutionizing design using AI. At their Max event, Adobe previewed a whole 11 new experimental tools that show just how creative we can get with AI. Improved video upscaling is on the way. There's also a model that can identify individual objects in photos to isolate and edit them, which is really impressive. There is even an interactive, animated dress, which is a sign that the future of fashion might be in AI-powered designs. Adobe are even showing off a feature called Dub, which can automatically dub audio into a host of languages. If those weren't impressive enough, there's also a feature that can take a photo of a subject through a window and process it as if the glass wasn't there, removing all reflections. This one's like magic. If it can work like the preview shows, it'll revolutionize photography. It isn't known how far along these features are in development, as these are super early sneak previews. One thing's for sure, the developers over at Adobe seem to really understand how AI can shape the future of media. It's getting easier and easier to access generative AI, and the costs are getting lower and lower. Google has just released the ability to generate images directly from search. Right now, it's only available to members of Google's Search Generative experience, so limited to selected US users who opt in. However, when it does roll out to all users, it'll bring Google up to date with Bing, which is also offering this feature. Once your image has been generated, you can even hit an edit button to tweak it further. Image generation was once limited to standalone apps like DALL-E and Midjourney, which are complex to use for anyone without Discord. These both worked best if you paid too. Now, it looks like generative AI is going to be widely accessible to all. That can only be a good thing, and we can't wait to see what people create using AI. Microsoft continues to roll out AI updates to business users of Office 365. It's of course the Copilot tool. We already know about the capabilities when it comes to summarizing long email chains and finding the information you need. But, as reported this week, the tool will be available to more corporate users from early November. One of the most exciting features is access to Microsoft Editor, a new AI writing tool. This will help anyone draft the perfect email, suggesting edits to improve readability and clarity. When you couple this with the host of other exciting features Microsoft is introducing, it starts to show what the future of work helped by AI might look like. Rather than taking jobs, AI could really help make them easier to perform. OpenAI is hosting its first developer conference on November 6th. Speculation is buzzing about what the AI powerhouse will announce at the event. From early sources, it looks like OpenAI is going to focus on luring in new developers along with showing off a host of new features including image recognition. Everything will be geared at making it as cost-effective and time-efficient as possible to take OpenAI's model and use it to create new and amazing chatbots. The biggest announcement on costs has to be the inclusion of memory storage in its developer tools. This could reduce costs up to 20 times, so sources say. OpenAI is focused on encouraging more developers to pick up their software and run with it. This has been a bit of a stumbling block lately as the company looks to move from being a non-profit to being more consumer-focused in the future. Now, about those photo fails and how Google is setting its sights on fixing them. We've all been there. You take a photo, the framing is great, and the lighting is great. Then you look at the faces of the people you snapped and one person isn't smiling. That could soon be a thing of the past. At the Google Pixel 8 launch, which we covered more generally earlier on, one feature in particular stood out. The feature, Best Take, improves on previous iterations that allow you to choose from a series of photos for the best take. Now, with the power of AI, Best Take will generate the perfect take of your photo, making sure that everything is perfect. That even extends to making sure everyone is smiling and looking at the camera. This is a powerful tool for amateur photographers everywhere and removes the need to take photos away and edit them in software like Photoshop. Google's Pixel 8 should hit stores by the time this video goes out, and it's the most AI-packed smartphone to date. This feature alone will be a big selling point. On to something completely new next. When it comes to generative AI, text to 3D is an area that's growing fast. The latest app to launch is called Masterpiece X, Generate. Users of the app can now create and animate 3D models from simple text prompts. Powered by NVIDIA's Picasso AI, this app could be a game changer, literally. It could take away the need to write pages of code to generate and make 3D models animate. The same AI model is used by Photoshop's Firefly feature, so you can't question how powerful this app can be. The browser-based tool works with Blender, Unity, and Unreal Engine. It's a fun app for anyone to play with, but it's really aimed at professional game designers. It isn't meant to do all the work though, and is more of a starting point that'll allow devs to get ideas going. And from what we've seen, it'll be a really useful tool, and the beginning of AI making real changes to how games are developed. Dropbox has become the latest big-name tech company to release an AI-powered upgrade this week. A brand new redesign of the web interface has been announced. Along with it, the Dropbox AI tool is being powered up, delivering smart search results. This feature, called Dash, is now available to all users in open beta. Another feature, simply called Dropbox AI, will allow users to ask questions about their library of content stored on the cloud. This has now been expanded to cover all items, originally just being able to search for selected file types. Finally, Dropbox Studio was announced. This is an AI-powered collaborative tool that'll make it easier for creators to work together. It'll combine editing features, commenting, and publishing tools together, rather than keeping them separate. These new quality-of-life updates just show how AI can continue to make life easier in ways we wouldn't expect. Speaking of unexpected uses for AI, our final note this week is on how Google is using AI to make traffic lights less annoying. That's right. This week, Seattle becomes part of a new scheme that aims to reduce unnecessary wait times, improving the lives of commuters and helping the environment in the process. Reducing the time spent waiting at signals would solve both problems. The AI analyses map data and traffic patterns to improve the efficiency of traffic signals. It's a use for AI we never would have expected, but one that makes sense. And if it works, it could change the entire world forever. Thank you for watching this week's update. If you're still here and still want even more, you'll be glad to know we've got you. We're about to launch a brand new AI newsletter, which will cover all the new and exciting things happening in AI, highlighting the latest tools and plugins we hear about. As an additional bonus for our first few subscribers, we'll also throw in early access to a 5-part mini AI chatbot prompting course. We've been using AI since before it came out to the public, and have learnt through trial and error the most effective ways to prompt. By using our methods and secrets, you can become up to 32 times more effective at prompting and getting the result you want every time. Check out the link in the description for more information. Remember, we're your #1 source for all things AI, so make sure you subscribe to stay up to date. Let us know in the comments what amazing things you did with AI tools this week, and if you liked the video, make sure you drop us a like. Thanks for watching.